get y'all in here. Not sure what happened. Somebody in here. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the chat for being in here. It's only take one. That's all it takes to cook. Not quite sure about what happened. I'm not, like I say, once again, too sure. I'm supposed to do an interview, and I'm not sure if there was a misunderstanding. We were kind of communicating through YouTube. So I apologize for the misunderstanding. You know what I mean? And so since I was already dressed, you know what I mean, I decided to go ahead, you know what I mean, jump on. Shout out to Fancy Pants. What's going on, Fancy? Whatever Gwen page, I'm not particularly sure. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really speak for the sister. She did send me, she said that since we couldn't communicate, that she would want to reschedule it to next week. And I told her like I was already ready. So I'm not really particularly sure what happened. I'm not really particularly sure. I cannot confirm anything. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like I say, I definitely told her that I would be ready, and so there's that. So I'm not particularly sure what happened, Miss Fancy. I'm not particularly sure, but it didn't happen. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I left her messages, and I'm not particularly sure what happened. So we'll keep it moving. Shout out to Mai. You know what I'm saying? Mai, appreciate you. Shout out to Mai for the support she showed earlier. Mai Fancy, you should have, hey Fancy, you should have heard Mai. She got in Figgy ass. Then got the last word and kicked her ass out the chat. She sure did. Shout out to Mai. Yeah, Mai ain't playing no games about me. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate her support and the women that lift me up. You know what I'm saying? A man can rise no higher than his woman. I truly believe that, and I've often said that. And so there's that. Now, which is really crazy because I thought that I was going to be able to get this time to really cook, you know what I'm saying, and get this thing going. I even had the gizmo resting, y'all. I even got that going. If you notice, it's quiet. Shout out to Keyspiracy. What's up, sis? Appreciate you. Hope all is well. Back at you, Fancy says. You look nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fancy. I appreciate that. You think you like this? You think so? You like that? That'll work, huh? I like that stuff fitted. Yeah, this ain't mine. But I'll have to 100%, you know what I'm saying, get some better clothes. Everything I got is old. Shout out to Fancy. It's the reason why I missed it. Why you say that, Fancy? Why? She might could have took you though. She might not have took no junk off you. You got the run of your mouth. She might have gave you hell. Appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying, Fancy? Why you ain't go to church like that? Well, if you remember, one time I did, you know what I'm saying? The first time I actually, you know what I'm saying, I went to church, you know what I'm saying, like that. I came, you know what I'm saying, I was, what was that, the first night, you know what I'm saying, I went to church. And then, you know what I'm saying, I spent so much time getting her ready. So, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times that plays in things. Shout out to Edva. Thank you so much, Edva. I appreciate you. Thank you very kindly. Thank you very much. I tried. I really was hoping, you know what I'm saying, to be able to get on with Miss Gwen. I'm not particularly sure what happened. I'm sure it wasn't personal. However, it didn't happen. So I definitely am a guy who believes that, you know what I mean, the show must go on. And so obviously y'all know I'm going to cook regardless. So shout out to that. Shout out to Miss Charlotte Johnson. I remember when you were getting everything Gizmo needed when her mother was pregnant with her. You are very you are very supportive. You are, excuse me, you are a very supportive father for Gizmo. Thank you, Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, okay. That's Charlotte, West Virginia. Okay. What's going on, Charlotte? I appreciate you so much. Yeah, and yeah, you know, a lot of people think ill of me in a lot of cases, but you know, they got a right to believe what they want to believe. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get caught up in trying to prove or disprove anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? My job is to be a man, and that's what I'm all about, right? And men, men accept what comes. You know what I'm saying? We don't pick and choose. We take it all. So I definitely appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Shout out to Fancy. I would have taken up for you as well. You know, I do believe that, Fancy. I definitely know that. Yeah, she you know what I mean? It was definitely something. Shout out to Edova. Let me see. I was ready for this tonight. Yeah, I definitely thought we were gonna get something cooking. However, you know what I'm saying, that was not the case. Shout out to Fancy Princess. Sleep too. This would have been perfect. Right. I literally tried to time it up pretty good. She was just fussing, y'all. I turned the light off her and she was gone. Shout out to Get Fashion Therapy. You know what I'm saying? I can hear y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all so much. So, y'all, since we're not going to have that, you know what I mean? What we'll do is, I'm going to kind of ad-lib this thing. Just 1 second, y'all. I'll put y'all up on something. I'll get real direct with y'all about some things. Just the Gizmo is asleep. I've often told y'all that I don't believe a man can be a man unless he reads. What does that mean? That means that, you know what I'm saying, a man should study. I've always had that mindset for years. You know what I'm saying? I used to study when I was in prison. The old heads always told me, if you want to be great at being a gangster, you got to study. You got to learn. You got to learn. So I put all of my energy into that, right? So this is some of the stuff, y'all, that I read. You know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all an idea. This is Joe Bonanno's book. This is a Man of Honor. This is very, very good. I read this. One of my favorite books of all time, The Godfather, Mario Puzo. Very great book. I've had 2 copies of this. It's Art of War. Read this. This book has saved my life. And yeah, this book is very special to me. This is the second time I've had this book. This is Robert Greene's The Art of War. This is my favorite book of all time. This is The Prince. This is my Bible. I go to this whenever I'm really, really struggling with something. This is the book that I study. I've gotten a lot of great information from this. I have not read this book. You know what I'm saying? This is Trump's book. I have not read this one yet. I'm really interested to read this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely have to make time for it. This is As a Man Thinketh. As a man thinketh in his heart, then so is he. I truly believe that. This is the Holy Quran. This is the Circle 7. This is written by the Noble Minister Drew Ali. And I've read this, and I can quote this book backwards and forwards, more so than the Moorish Americans. I learned a lot from this. This, y'all, is the copy of my actual Prince. This, y'all, is my copy. Well, both of them are mine, but this copy goes back to me, y'all, when I was in the joint. See my number there, my name and stuff. And this book is very, very marked up. They tried to, they actually threw it away. Guards actually threw this book away. And one of the guys, he went in back at it, and he got this book for me out the trash. One of the porters and brought it back to me. I always kept it. This, y'all, is Black Labor, White Wealth. This is written by Dr. Claude Anderson. I think this is very important. Great book. I have not read this one yet, y'all. Roll them out. I bought this book. I have not read this yet. Warriors book, y'all. I definitely, like I said, y'all, I did a lot of studying, a lot of reading about men like Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan, King Harold Hardrada, Napoleon, men who have Hannibal, men who have crushed their enemies and, went on to do great things. And, so there's that. Leadership Skills of Attila the Hun, y'all. It's another one I like. United States Constitution. If you're gonna be moving about America, you absolutely better You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be breaking laws in America, you better know the laws of America. All right. So I tell black men all the time this: you better get you a constitution, dog. You cannot be moving in America. You don't know the laws. You playing yourself. I have not read this one, y'all. This is Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. I have not read this one yet. Outwin the Devil. I finished this one about maybe about 2 months ago. And Gizmo finally let me finish this one. And this is Outwin the Devil, y'all. This is really, really good. I think so. And I have not read this one, The Rise and Fall of America. And I have not read this one yet, y'all. This is just like I said, but I bought. So anyway, y'all, I just say to say a man needs to invest in this. A man needs to invest in the edification and his growth. You cannot be a beast of a man if you don't read. So that's very important to me. Now, shout out to, let me go back through so I can give y'all the respect properly. Princess Sleep, Tuesday Baby Perfect. Yeah, Get Fast Therapy. Hello, Get Fast Therapy. Appreciate you for being in here. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Did she let you know she couldn't make it? Well, she did. She initially she shot me something over YouTube, and she said that she would reschedule for next Friday. But I thought that we were going to do it this evening, so I'm not sure if there was something that happened with her, and so that caused a misunderstanding. But I definitely was, obviously y'all know I was ready. Shout out to Charlotte. They don't understand or know the man you are. Awesome. Well, maybe we'll show them just the good stuff though. Just the good stuff, Charlotte. Shout out to mine. Please hit the like button. Appreciate you so much, Charlotte. If these individuals just saw the library you had at your own home, they would be surprised. Shout out to Charlotte. So, y'all, I'll tell y'all a little bit about me in a more in-depth way. Y'all, this is the stuff that I studied for years. So y'all can understand how it shaped my mind and how none of this serves to be a father to a baby, right? I've been reading and studying this stuff all of my life, a quarter of a century, ever since, you know what I'm saying, I first went to prison back when I was a teenager. And so when I tell y'all that my mind was shaped in a certain way and it was fashioned in a certain way, it was two things that mattered to me: controlling and destroying my enemies, and being the absolute best that I could be. You know what I'm saying? Rising to the absolute rank, right? Rising to the absolute top of the heap in the drug trade. That's just where my mind was at. I didn't even think of anything else, and then use that same wealth and then turn it legit and then act like I did it the right way, just like Joe Kennedy. You know what I mean? And the rest of, and Rupert Murdoch, and you know, the Bilderbergs and the Rothschilds, and you know what I'm saying, that's just kind of what I was on. So obviously, y'all, having Gizmo really changed everything, and she really opened up a place in me that I really wasn't really comfortable with. And as y'all know, I still struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? In the chat, you know what I mean? Y'all know that I still struggle with that. I struggle with my new circumstances because y'all really don't know how really deep I was off into what I was doing, and I was extremely successful. And a lot of times, I think that people think that you see me now, and they see my current circumstances, and they don't think, you all don't think that I either A, know what I'm talking about, or B, I am who I said I was. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's nobody that's gonna ever get on here. There's nobody that's ever gonna expose me. Like, people who ever knew me, they absolutely know that I was absolutely with whatever I said I was with, and I absolutely had it like that. And you know what I mean? It's nothing about my life. Like there was some people that were trying to expose, like, you know what I'm saying, Austin was a bum when he was in West Virginia and he stole his daughter, and you know what I mean, and now he fled to, you know what I mean, Atlanta to get away from her, and you know what I mean, and, you know, but he was a bum up there. So I've now I'm not gonna say y'all I've never been homeless, because I absolutely have. I'd be sitting here lying if I said I was. But I was only homeless, you know what I'm saying, only long enough to get a bag, you know what I'm saying, to get out there. So I've always been a hustler, y'all. I've always been a hustler. I've always been a guy who got it out the mud. I've always been a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a guy who was diligent. You know what I'm saying? There was also, y'all, I want to dispel something. There was also this thing that I recently saw not too long ago about me being on drugs, that I was on drugs. I've never done drugs in my life. You know what I'm saying? That isn't to say that I look down on anybody that has, well, I look down on men if they do. Women, I have a different perspective of, because in the end, you all are the weaker sex. So I do understand that you can succumb to. But you're a grown man, you out in the streets, you getting money, you know what I'm saying? And you start succumbing to drugs, I think you're weak. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with all of my demons internally. The only thing I've ever done was smoke weed. And I've never even done that consistently. You know what I'm saying? So that's facts. I drunk the best liquor. I've driven the best cars. I've jumped out of things. I've lived a life that a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, could have only dreamed of. Now, there's this narrative that I got the mother of my child on drugs. All right, that I was the reason that got her on drugs. Let me explain to you something, Chad. There's never going to be any evidence of that, okay? Because that's simply not true. I never introduced her to drugs. As a matter of fact, I told her to stay away from them. All right. So I told her not to be a follower. Okay. I never, ever, ever introduced her to drugs. I never said that it was okay. I never gave her anything to use. I never, you know what I'm saying? I never supported that nor condoned that. Okay. When I found out that she was on drugs, I tried to help her. I tried multiple times to get her to go to get help, to seek out, like I say, you know what I'm saying? What am I looking for, y'all? Different programs, because obviously y'all got to keep in mind that at this particular time, I don't know she's pregnant with my child for certain, but however, I think that could be the case. And so even with that being the case, I was actually preparing for it in I'm a man who believes in preparation. You know what I'm saying? So I was not gonna let a time come that a child that's born of my lineage, and I was not ready for this child. So I absolutely was ready. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely had a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I absolutely was in support of her. Right now, even though she wasn't my woman, you know what I'm saying? What she would, you know what I mean? As far as in a relationship, I did not want her to think that she was alone. I let her know that if the child was mine, she would absolutely be good. Like, she didn't have to worry about nothing. Only thing she had to do was take care of that baby while I get out here and crush this shit, while I get out here and crush this street shit. So that was the initial plan. Now, she messed that up because she couldn't get online with my plan, and she had her own issues she was dealing with. I don't drag her. I don't point no fingers at her. I don't blame her. I don't try to, you know what I'm saying, make it seem as if, you know what I mean, like she's a bad person. Because in the end, y'all, there's nothing I can do about any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, only thing I know she didn't stop me from being a father. All right, so that's why I posted that picture, y'all, of like her. Nobody was there when she had that baby but me. All right, I just missed Gizmo. Gizmo was just coming out her mother, and I had just missed it. They had just cut the umbilical cord when I was walking through. All right, that girl's always had my support, and she would have always had it had she tried. When she went to jail, I was the one who looked her up, found out she was in jail. I took Gizmo to see her. All right, even though I hate them people and they hated me because I done caught assault and batteries on staff there. There was a lot of animosity, you know what I'm saying? And I still hate them and they still hate me. All right. So I put that aside and still went to go see her while she was in the county jail. Put money on her books. I told her, just hang in there. I got you. Like, this is a month and a half after Gizmo was born. All right. She left, y'all. She left. She left after 3 days. After Gizmo was out the hospital, she left. She said she wanted to go get a tattoo on her stomach. What am I going to do? Make her stay? I thought she was going to come back. She didn't. So I never, ever, ever wanted to leave West Virginia with this baby. But I had too much beef. I had too many enemies. There was too much going on, and there was too much pressure on me. That's just that facts. All right. So it's easy for people to sit back in condemnation and make judgments off the life that I had to live and the decisions that I had to make. Right. When they themselves didn't have to make those decisions. When they themselves didn't have to deal with what was going on in that moment. Right. So I want to say that. Now, you can believe whatever you want to believe, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can believe the worst in me, and that, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to believe. That's what you want to believe. I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But however, I'm gonna let you know what it is. Now, deal with that. Let me go through these comments. Let me see, my girl. Charlotte, if these individuals just saw, okay, I got no comments. Okay, okay. Sometimes y'all got to make sure so y'all don't be cussing me out. So, you know what I'm saying? These are things, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like my life is built around a set of principles. My life is built around, you know what I'm saying, some things that have shaped me. Now, I have to address some of these things, y'all, because obviously my life is no longer conducive to those principles. So what you have to ask yourself, y'all, what does a man do when he's been preparing to be a pianist and all of a sudden somebody gives him a tambourine? You know what I'm saying? Like, had y'all ever thought about that? When a man, you know what I'm saying, has been shaping himself and wielding himself, you know what I'm saying, and learning, you know what I mean, for one, and setting himself up for one singular goal, and then all of a sudden, overnight, it's over, and you have to completely be someone else that you never thought you would be. The closest thing in my life was my dog Lola. So much so, I called her my daughter. I said, that's my daughter. It's my fat butt. I showed y'all pictures of fat butt. That was the closest thing in my life, period. I didn't allow women to get close to me like that. You see what I'm saying? So this notion that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I mean, that you know, anything y'all think about me, if you don't know me, you're going to probably think the worst. And that's cool, right? You can believe what you want to believe, but I'm a beast of a man, and I say that when I mean it. You know what I'm saying? I know what I've done, and I know who I am, and I won't allow the internet to shape me. I won't change for nobody, and that's what it is. Now, am I perfect? No, but I got that little girl in the back, right? I take care of her, y'all. And if you don't believe that, then this is because you don't want to believe it. And if you don't like me, you don't have to like me. But you should know the real about a man like me. Shout out to Fancy. SMB Awesome is his cash app for those who want to freely give and support him and his daughter. Thank you, Miss Fancy, as usual, for supporting the stream. You know what I'm saying? Support, so you know what I mean, for your support. Fancy is absolutely a supporter. Awesome appreciate his supporters. I don't like the word fan. I think it's corny. You know what I'm saying? I never appreciated it. Ain't nobody awesome fan. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support, and the people that are genuine in their efforts. Now, let me address this moderator issue, because there's been people who let me say this. I don't blame anybody for it. I didn't necessarily know exactly what moderators do or don't do. I just thought there were people who, you know what I mean, when you first get a channel, those were the first. So once I learned how to do moderators, because Cheapo, shout out to Cheapo. Cheapo kind of showed me how to do moderators. I just kind of started passing them out like hot candy. All right. There's some people that don't know what they're doing. You're going to have to do your job correctly, or you will be stripped of your moderator duties. All right. I'm not going to have anybody that's going to, this will not be a shit show or a clown show. I am a serious black man, and I will be taken seriously. I'm not going to allow people. Now, do I mind a troll? No. You can come over here and say what you want to say. You know what I mean? And I'll tell the moderators to leave you alone. You know what I mean? Just long enough. You know what I mean? If I think you have something interesting to say, you know what I'm saying, I'll address you. However, if you don't have anything interesting to say, you will be escorted out. My channel is built off masculinity for the self-esteem and uplifting of black men, in order so that we may be the men that our community truly needs. All right. If that's not something that you into, that's not something that you support, then this ain't the channel for you. You know what I'm saying? But what it's not gonna be is some type of clown show where you come over here. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all know I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how awesome get. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on tip, right? And that's all good. We definitely gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? But what we're not gonna do, I'm not taking no disrespect. You better know that. And I'm gonna check you, you know what I'm saying? My mom's gonna check you. First of all, they gonna see it before I see it. So my mom's gonna check the shit out you. So that's number one. Number two, when I look at it, I'll address it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's just what I'll do. I'll give you your 5 minutes or whatever the case might be. However, as soon as I see that you are not about you know what I mean, you are not about the seriousness of it, and what it's truly gonna take to get this thing right, you're gonna be shown the door. And moving forward, you know what I'm saying, my mods, specifically she would, you know what I'm saying, she will be making a lot of the decisions for who's able to be a mod versus who's not. You know what I'm saying? So that's the bottom line. So ain't no more riches being given out over here. You earn what you get over here. Now, this channel is going places, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all, we're only 8 deep right now, but I want y'all to know something. It will not always be this way. I am a sleeping giant, and if you believe, come on in. If you don't, the fuck on. Shout out to Trista. Hey, you look tight. Thank you, Miss Trista. I appreciate you very kindly. What is your cash? One of the ladies will put it in there. Thank you so much. Trista, what you think? What you think, Trista? You like that? Hey, Trista, I was thinking about getting the OnlyFans house. Hey, Trista, I can do that with the pseudo. You know what I'm saying? I can do it with the pseudo. Shout out to Trista. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all get the likes right. Appreciate y'all so much. Fancy. I don't know why you was giving out wrenches like that anyway. Well, I explained that, Fancy. I wasn't really particularly sure what the, you know what I mean? What the, if you clean the Tootsie Roll out your ear, you'd have heard. I just said, Missy Pooh. I didn't really know the, you know what I'm saying, the structure of YouTube. Y'all know I'm not an internet person, y'all. I don't really know how this goes. I am learning. Y'all know more than me. All right? So I'm just getting my information. Well, I'm gonna say it again, mouth. Since you turked it, don't tell me what to say. Shout out to Fancy. Somebody time Fancy out. You ain't know what you was doing. Somebody time Fancy out. Anybody got any juice to time Fancy out? Shout out to Mike. He thought it was over. Yeah, you get a wrench. You get a wrench. Shout out. But like I said, the wrenches are for true diehard supporters and people who, you know what I'm saying, really care about the channel and really care about and are responsible. I want to say something, y'all. Moderators, I realize now how important moderators are as the channel grows, because you are the ones who keep the order, and you are the ones who, yes, who keep people, who keep structure in the chat, because y'all have the opportunity to see the things that I don't, because y'all know once I get to running my mouth, it's on and popping. And so, you know what I mean? That's why it takes me so long to get back up through there. Shout out to Fancy. I know she's gonna say something about that. Fancy, I'll talk about read slow. I do 100% appreciate the support, because I am not who I am without the upliftment of my people. You know what I'm saying? That's just that simple. Now, what else did I want to address? It was something else, because let me see. Okay, that's the moderator situation. Who else? Somebody said something about me. That'll come back to me. Now, for you all who are interested, Fancy does paintings. I'm going to show y'all once again painting that Fancy did for me. You know what I'm saying? She brought it over when she did an interview with me. If y'all interested in Fancy's artwork, y'all make sure y'all hit Miss Fancy up to get y'all one of her nice little paintings. You know what I'm saying? She does bar mitzvahs as well. She does weddings. Shout out to Fancy. Shout out to Trista. I would like to help with stuff. I'm not a tech savvy girl. Well, appreciate you. That's okay, Miss Trista. You know what I'm saying? I'm not either. You know what I'm saying? We figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? As we move. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trista. You know what I'm saying? She's super new, but she's absolutely been kicking it over here. And we definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you so much. Fancy Pants, drop the cash app for Miss Trista. Did you get it, Miss Trista? And once again, thank you so much. Like I said, here's the thing. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I know a lot of times, y'all, I want to say something about me, y'all. I'm a walking contradiction. And I get that, because it's like the pieces don't fit. It's like, wait a minute, there's a lot here. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to know I truly understand that. However, I want y'all to know it's all me. It's 100% authentic. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I get that there's a lot to me. I get, you're like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? This nigga's a criminal. He still believes in crime. Yeah, he takes care of a daughter. Yeah, he don't want to compromise. Yeah, he hates everybody. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I get that, right? But in the end, y'all, there's a balance to it. You know what I mean? There's a cohesiveness that works for me, and I thank the Creator every day for the pain, y'all. I thank him because the pain is what shapes a man. A man is shaped by his experience. And in order to be great, you have to suffer. A man cannot be great if he does not suffer. And I think if more men truly understood that and embraced the suffering and embraced the pain instead of trying to run from it, run toward it. That doesn't mean that you're not afraid. That doesn't mean that it does not hurt. That does not mean that it's not a struggle. However, it's still important to have it. Now, I do want to say something because Fixter, I believe you're listening. I want to make something clear. Nobody made Awesome. God made me. Okay. So my channel, whatever it will or will not be, it will be shaped by me. It'll be shaped the correct way in the way that I believe the trajectory of it should go. It doesn't matter to me, y'all, if it's 8 of y'all, 1 of y'all, or 8,000. I won't do anything that I ever believe that's detrimental to my standards. My life is built on a rock and principles, and I don't break them for nobody. So anybody who think that they're responsible, or you know what I mean, like Awesome couldn't do this without me, and you know what I mean, and he needed me. Only person I ever needed was the Creator. Everything else came to me. So let me make that very clear. All right. So you know what I'm saying. So when people are trying to set some type of narrative that you know what I'm saying, that there's more people when they're there, and you know what I mean, and, they're God's child, and you know what I'm saying, and you can't mess with God's child. Listen, dig this here. The Creator know my heart. He knew me when I started this thing. So I'm gonna do it my way, or I ain't gonna do it. If you don't believe that, try me. Now, shout out to Fancy Laughing. All right, there's that. Now, what was it? There's one thing else I wanted to address with y'all. Somebody had a question for me. It was a question. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Now, y'all know I hate these big shirts, y'all. These are the Walmart shirts. These ain't the nice shirts I'm used to. These are Walmart shirts. Y'all see how I hang, y'all? It's too much fabric. Y'all see all that extra fabric? I like my shirts. It's too big in the sleeves and the neck. I'm a 22 in the neck. Y'all see how much room I got down there? That's how you get these cheap shirts, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is Gizmo. But like I said, my ties are still nice. I still had these. But it's very important for a man, y'all, to present himself properly. I think it's very important because in the end, people are looking and people are paying attention. So what is your presentation? What's your formation? And how does it look? Now, I know y'all see me do a lot of lives, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not particularly dressed. Well, y'all, I'm in the house, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm usually getting up in the morning, so forth and so on. And obviously, I don't walk around like this. Y'all know I walk around with Cindy, and you know what I mean? I'm pushing Gizmo everywhere, right? So therein lies that. Now, shout out to Trista. I'm going to catch up with you after I get done with this clean job. Okay, Trista, you take care. I appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Shout out to Maya. You can take it off that you're not doing the interview. Yeah, Maya, I was sure enough ready. Too. Somebody gave me some hearts. Somebody think I look good. Somebody think Awesome look good. Y'all should smell me right now, too. Y'all should smell me right now. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? I think y'all, well, I don't think. I know that men have lost their way. And I'll give y'all an example. I was watching a clip, y'all, not long ago, of this guy, Tommy Sotomayor. And Tommy Sotomayor got into a small vehicular accident with a black woman. And he got out. He was absolutely irrational. He was very emotional. I think all he really had was a flat tire. I mean, it was something that was very small, very minute, something that could have easily been fixed. What do? He takes off into a very, very feminine rant. You know what I'm saying? This is who these guys listen to. Tommy Sotomayor is anybody who don't know, he's one of the leaders in the red pill space. I guess he goes back, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys swear by him, right? But do y'all know he said the word, y'all, I heard the brand. Do you know what he said? He said, bad bitch, talking to the woman. Bad bitch, bad bitch. In my head, I'm thinking, bro, what the, nigga, you sound like a broad, dog. That's what a woman say. You know what I'm saying? And instead of you being cool and calm and recognizing that it is not the end of the world, the woman didn't mean it. And then so now she's coming back at him, right? So now they're going back and forth. Now there's a situation, right? Then he threatens to take the woman's life, talking about, you know what I'm saying, I got something in my car for you. You know what I mean? Like this is who these guys' minds are being shaped by. You know, a guy who, as soon as things don't go his way, he turns into a lame. Really, he was already a lame. This is why I don't do interviews with just anybody. This is why I don't just jump on people's panels, y'all. Y'all don't see me just making rounds on the YouTube streets, jumping on people's panels, because I don't want to associate with people. You know what I'm saying? Unless I recognize that, you know what I mean, that you have that your intentions and mine align. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing anything because everything ain't good. Shout out to Tristan. Okay, why do I keep thinking this? Why do I keep thinking this another comment? They keep looking like that. And so y'all, so therein lies a lot of what a man. Therein lies a lot of what a man must deal with. A man must shape himself, and he got to do that. And in order to do that, you got to be willing to do the work. And it's going to be hard, and it's going to be difficult. It's going to be rigorous. Those things are coming. You know what I'm saying? A man cannot get around that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, y'all, we didn't have a particular show planned this evening on this channel. I misled a lot of people, y'all, because I thought that it was gonna be on her channel, and then obviously she backed it up and things of that nature. Not once again, I do want to apologize, y'all, for the impromptu-ness. And y'all know normally I got a topic, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna shoot at y'all. However, there was really nothing. I was just going to, because she wanted to send me some. Appreciate the like. What I wanted to do, y'all, was just let her ask me the questions. And I don't like to know what people are gonna ask me, because then I have preconceived thoughts of how I should. I like to just respond in real time and give people my authentic, you know what I'm saying, the authenticity of awesome. Because shout out to TBA. Appreciate you, TBA. TBA and I was real supporter. Shout out to TBA. She wiped her feet when she came on in. I already know she did. TBA, as you know, as you can see me over here, the interview with Miss Gwen did not happen. I'm not particularly sure why or what happened. I think it was a breakdown in communication, but I was ready. So she had already sent it back, and and we were communicating through YouTube and not through email. So not particularly sure what happened. However, I didn't want to leave people hanging. You know what I'm saying? So I had got all dressed TBA just to, you know what I'm saying, just to put this on. TBA, I like to dress like this. It's funny, people don't know this. Y'all, when I was dressed like this every day. Like, even though I was doing what I was doing, I still like to dress like this every day. And I used to always tell men, you know what I'm saying, they need to clean up their dress. Black men need to clean up their dress. You need to look presentable. Now don't get me wrong, I did have gold chains and I did have diamond glasses and stuff like that. But I was really getting away from that. Like, in truth, I really wanted to wear suits. I really wanted to wear suits every day. You know what I'm saying? I really noticed that my eye was really, because the precision in it, you know what I'm saying, and what it takes I liked the order, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean, and doing things in a fashion that was succinct. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Making sure my shoes are polished. Making sure, you know what I'm saying, that my belt buckle is gleaming. Making sure, you know what I'm saying, that my shirt collars, are crisp. You know what I mean? Like, there was a precision. And then, you know what I mean, I knew that any woman, you know what I mean, that was going to deal with me, she was going to have to take on that responsibility and take it serious. You know what I'm saying? That's why a woman could never be with me unless she truly believes in me and really understands that, you know what I'm saying, really understands her role. You know what I mean? Women, understand your role. Understand the role that you need to play in a man's life. Don't be like these women on Kendra's show who come up here talking stupid. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss out on your blessings. No real man is going to be your partner. No real man is signing up for that. I don't even know where this word even came from. Y'all, it's a new age word. Um, Shout out to who was I speaking to? Ediva. She was making, you know what I'm saying? I had never even heard of toxic masculinity. I don't even know. That's still new to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never, y'all gotta keep in mind, I grew up with, that's the case, y'all, my whole childhood was wrong because I grew up watching, you know what I'm saying, not just, you know what I mean, not just those black exploitation films, but it was Conan the Barbarian behind me, The Godfather behind me, you know what I'm saying, Sylvester Stallone, you know what I mean, Rambo, and you know what I'm saying, the Predator, and you know what I'm saying, like you know what I mean. So all of these men, you know, Die Hard, you know what I mean, you know, Bruce Willis, you know what I mean, the tough guy, you know what I mean, the guy who, you know what I mean, who's who stands in between, you know, good and evil, you know what I mean, you know, that always that dichotomy, that oh crap, y'all, hold on, she don't want to come. Let me think about. Let me think. Let me think. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Yes, Tinker. You woke up. I thought you were sweeping, baby. I know. I thought you were sweeping. Okay. All right, y'all. We got the gizmo. She know. She whiz, y'all. I thought she was asleep. That's what I think the gizmo sleep. All right. Say hi, pumpkin. Say hi. Now you shy. Shout out to ATBA Fancy. I've never understood that term, toxic masculinity. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. In truth, would you say you're too much of a man? Like I don't know. So somebody else that gets to decide what masculinity looks like. I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. I I just know that they continuously come out with terms um, in order to in order to let me see, can y'all see us? Let me get a better position. Okay. All right, there we go. I just know y'all that they come up with all of these terms in order to keep us, in order to keep men and specifically black men in a place that's effeminate and unable to rise. And I see this all the time, y'all. I see so many black men, y'all, that are so feminine, and it's very disturbing. It really is. Shout out to my let me see, Fancy said hi, Gizmo. He said my baby. He said hi. Oh God, y'all. She got Rufus. Let me see. The Gizmo Show. Never TBA. This will never be the Gizmo Show. Yes, Tank. Yes, y'all. And so y'all, if y'all have noticed, like if y'all notice, I'm trying to really, I fight with myself, y'all. Y'all don't know this, chat, but I'm really at war with myself. You know what I mean? A lot. You know what I mean? I'm always at war. There's always this tug. You know what I mean? There's this, because I'm always compelled to reach out and take something, because that's my very nature. That's who I am. I want to reach out and take something. Then I realize, you can't reach out and take it because she needs you. And it really bothers me, y'all. There's this, I'm at war with myself on a very, very consistent basis. So I'm always grateful to make it through the day, because I know that only the Creator is keeping me doing this. Because y'all, I'll tell y'all something. This has been one of the most difficult times in my life. this has been one of the most trying times of my life. This ranks this ranks right up there with the death of my parents, right? As far as like the times and how it's trying, you know what I'm saying, and how I'm being tested, right? And it just seemed like every day is a test, right? And just making it through the day and being somebody that my daughter can count on and being there for her and letting her know that it's not your fault and daddy do love you. And you know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna leave you. Like I'm never gonna leave you. Like I'm never gonna let you down. And so, but then I wanna attack something. I wanna destroy something. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I saw a guy today with a bunch of guns on him. I got the chills. I got to remember it. You know what I'm saying? So brought back memories, man. Shout out to TBA. Welcome to the Awesome and the Gizmo Show. This is an intellectual vibe, respectful, thoughtful conversation only. Appreciate you, TBA. Thank you so much. Listen, I know for a fact I got great mind. Listen, y'all, when we take this thing off, because here's the thing. At some point in time, y'all, they're gonna realize who the real truth is. That the rest of these guys on the internet are a bunch of cornballs and a bunch of phonies. And it's only a matter of time that you can hide. We're going to continue to expose these people for exactly who they are, and then we're going to crush them. You know what I'm saying? Because our time is coming. And that's just the bottom line. You cannot run from it. They can play games, y'all. They can do whatever they want. But in the end, when the message is consistent and it's real, ain't no stopping it. And that's just the bottom line. Now, what do y'all think about gizmos? Gizmo have y'all, I'm dealing with some things. And I want to ask the chat about this. Gizmo's growing up and I can tell. I talk a tough game, y'all, but I really don't want to be disciplining her physically. I really don't. I don't like to pop her. I really don't. It's not something I'm really comfortable with, pinching. Shout out to Fancy. She is a terrible mother. She told me to pinch her. Fancy talking about plug her. If y'all know the plug, that's the right. I really would like for her to obviously, you know what I mean, do the things that I ask because I know she knows what I'm saying. See, if you didn't think your child knows, then that gives them room to hide. However, I know she knows what I knows. So I need the chat to give me some better tools. If anybody has any for a 16-month-old, you know what I mean? What would anybody have anything? Because I'll tell y'all something. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I don't know what I'm doing. The only thing I ever raised was a dog, right? So, you know what I'm saying? This is extremely new for me. And I want my daughter to have every chance that she possibly can, but there's a certain expectation that I have, and I will not bag off that. So let's see what the chat got. Let's see. TBA, but when I mention therapy, you know I ain't going. You know I hate that. Shout out to TBA, which I can see. Time out in the playpen or bed. Shout out to Miss 36672. You think that worked? 3762. Just put her in the bed. Is that your? You mean just like put her in the bed whenever she's acting up? Just put her straight in the bed and just let her fuss or whatever it is in the bed, in the crib. Give me that. Because if so, that's something for me to think about. Because I really truly don't want to be physically just like I said, and y'all know I believe I'm old school, but however she's a girl, and I just don't want to be really putting my hands on her in a yes, as a timeout. Yes. Okay. Okay. So what if she's acting? Okay, let's say. Okay, let me walk this out, chat. She's acting up out here. She's not doing what she's told. She's not coming when called. Y'all, they're not coming when called is important to me, y'all, for a larger point. Hypothetically, let's say for a minute we're outside and I say, baby, come here right now. And I see danger behind her, a dog, a car, you know what I mean, or something. I need her to come immediately, not run away from me and run to harm. That's something that I think about. So maybe that may be a bit of a projection. However, I do think about that, y'all, because I'll tell y'all something. If something happened to her, I I can't. Y'all, I don't know how to take any more loss, right? I don't know how to take any more loss. I don't. I don't have it in me. I want. She's supposed to bury me. I'm not supposed to bury her. So I have to. So I want to start to get some things in order now, so that way she's she's okay. You know what I mean? Because the last thing I ever want to see, y'all, is her harm. And I need to make sure that I'm doing right by her. Because y'all, if I don't do right by her, I lost. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I gotta do right. This is my one chance to save my soul. Y'all, I've been lost. Chad, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I've been lost. I've been so hateful for so long and filled with so much rage, and it turned cold, right? It's just been icy for the longest. Y'all get Awesome's likes up, man. When she came around, things started to change very, very slowly. But I noticed that there was I noticed how much I cared. And then when I looked around and there was nobody else, I'm like, who gonna keep this little girl safe? Who gonna do it? If she can't count on me, y'all, who can she count on? And y'all, do y'all have any idea what a lonely, y'all know I hate this word, feeling that is? Do y'all know how alone it got? I'm like, man, this little girl ain't got nobody. Like with children, you know what I mean? You know, grandparents, and, you know what I mean? And uncles and aunties, and nieces and cousins, and you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Like just a whole family at a birthday party. She deserves so much better. She deserves so much more. It's not. It's just not. Y'all know I don't deal with right or wrong, but it's just not fair to her. I don't care about fair to me. I don't. I care about fair to her. And she got cheated. This little girl got cheated. And I'm mad about it. I don't want y'all to think, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting emotional like no broad or nothing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to trauma dump on the internet. Y'all know that ain't Awesome's way. I'm just telling y'all. She got cheated. She got cheated. There's no way she should know the love of her mother. There's no way she should know the love in the bosom of her mother. And she done had to go to sleep on my hard, hairy chest. She's needed so much comfort. And I done did my best to provide it, y'all, but I know for a fact that I done failed in a lot of ways. I'm just, I know a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, y'all see the bravado and, you know, the swag, the confidence, and all of it's real. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The uncertainty and knowing when I look at her, she don't, it's so much that's missing. And I know she gonna feel it, y'all, when she get older. I know she gonna feel it. Shout out to mine. You're right. She has nobody. That's why it's up to you to train her up in the right way. Damn. What I'm gonna do, chat? What I'm gonna do? I can barely keep a roof over my head. It's okay, baby. I can barely keep food in our stomachs, man. Somebody mentioned maybe getting my CDLs and taking her on the road and living in the truck. Somebody mentioned like, bro, you could come up, you know what I'm saying, just live in the truck. You heard, just live in the truck. Just drive the country, living in the truck until she's school age. I looked into a trucking school just to see. The farthest one I found, the closest one I found was in Indianapolis. None that would take a child either. And then I had to find one that would let me work. Like, y'all know how you have to work a job for like, you work on a consignment. Like, let's say for a minute, if you're not able to pay for the schooling from jump, what you do is, you know, you sign a contract with them and you drive for their company. And then that's how you work off the, you know what I mean, work off the debt. Like I say, y'all, that it would have to be one like that, and there would have to be one where I could bring a baby. Like, I don't know, y'all. I just don't know, man. I just don't know, chat. I just don't know. All I know is that I gotta wake up every day with the same mindset that I had today. Get it done. Because I don't pour nothing into me, y'all. I'm just living off fumes. I'm just running off fumes, chat. I'm just running off fumes. Because taking care of this little girl has been so paramount in my life. I ain't poured nothing in me. I ain't got nothing to give myself. I don't have nothing. Every ounce of strength gotta, every ounce of the best of me, for whatever that is, I gotta reserve for her. Y'all, a while back, a guy asked me that I think that she belonged, that she would just be better in the system. Somebody asked me that. And I said a resounding no. Fuck you think? You think I'm gonna give up on my daughter? Y'all won't believe this, but actually on one occasion, well actually two, they tried to buy Gizmo. Tried to buy my daughter. How would I live with myself though? How would I live with myself? Knowing I sold my baby. I sold my baby. Whenever I start whispering, Gizmo do it too. Gizmo. Hello. Shout out to mine. You would have to be the owner, operator with your own truck. These companies will not let you bring a baby on a truck. It's a risk. There you go. Now that makes sense. That makes more sense, Mike. That absolutely makes sense. Why would some company allow a person to just bring a child upon a truck they don't own, that something happens, and then, you know what I mean, they on the hook for a lawsuit? You know what I'm saying? Because she done slipped her, you know what I mean? She done, right, 100%. That makes, what you just said makes more sense, yes. You'd have to have an owner, operator, you have to own your own truck. Appreciate y'all for getting these likes right. You know what I'm saying? 11 people in here, 11 likes. You know what I'm saying? Beast of a man, appreciate it. But I do think about this stuff, y'all. I'll be sitting here lying if I told y'all I didn't. I'm not consumed with these thoughts. And how am I going to take care of her? You know what I mean? How am I going to take care of her? To the point where we're just comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Messy Subjects. Hey, Messy Subjects, been a while since we saw you. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Gizmo, say hi to Messy Subjects. Okay. Appreciate you, Messy Subjects, for being here. Thank you very much. The Gizmo was asleep. I was supposed to do an interview with Miss Gwen on OK Lounge, but something happened. I'm not particularly sure what. So this was an impromptu come over here. I wanted to make sure I gave y'all something and didn't just, you know what I'm saying, didn't just neglect it. Missy Subjects, I don't know if you saw, but I definitely emailed you back. Don't know if you had an opportunity to check your emails, but however, I definitely emailed you back. And so I do appreciate Messy Subjects. That was a while ago, Messy Subjects, I think several weeks ago. You know what I'm saying, that we had yes, Tinker. And y'all, it's getting shout out to the chat who bought Gizmo a coat. I want to thank y'all so much for that coat. It was cold. And when I say y'all know who. I want to thank y'all so much because y'all, it was cold today, and it would have been very, very cold on her. And the ability to keep her warm, um, I can't thank y'all enough. The support that I've received, y'all have been better than y'all have been better than my own. Y'all have been better than my own flesh and blood. Y'all been like family to me. And I know I ain't known some of y'all but a couple months, some less. But the support that I've received has really, really kept us going, y'all. Y'all don't know if it wasn't for y'all, I couldn't even get food stamps, y'all. Y'all done fed me. Y'all done fed my daughter. Let me say it again, man. Y'all fed my daughter. I'm able to get food because of y'all. Bless Daddy's baby. Bless Daddy baby's heart. Bless everything she do. Bless Daddy's baby. Y'all, I went to a food bank. It's hard to get. It's hard to get Gizmo. Don't throw Rufus no more. Stop. Y'all fed my daughter. Me, I can live off nothing. Y'all fed my daughter. Y'all were the reason she was able to get milk. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. Them donations that y'all sent, when Ediva sent that money, you know what I'm saying, for me to take my daughter and get her toy, to see her light up. I never even thought about taking my daughter in the toy section, ever. That was never even something that even entered my mind. Taking my daughter to the toy section. She running around, getting a bunch of stuff down. Okay, it was far away. Just get nervous, y'all. You never know. The bullets get to flying. Them bullets get to flying, y'all. People don't care. That's why I miss my tools, y'all. God, I miss my tools. Man, I miss my tools. Shout out to TPA, step away. My pops, no problems. Hey, Ediva. Ediva Center, appreciate you so much. It'll be 27 degrees in the morning. Wow. The lady's supposed to hit me up, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take her over there, because she initially, y'all can tell she's a little older, y'all, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go over there and see her tomorrow, and I'll know more once I see her. Shout out to Message Subjects. Awesome, seriously, I would love to financially support Baby Gizzy. Awesome, I have no way of mailing P.O. Box. I do have Zelle. Okay, well, I do have Zelle, Messy Subjects. I do have Zelle. Yep, I do have. But here's the thing with my what if they just take it? Well, I do have a card on there. I do. Yeah, I do. I'm tripping. I do. Yeah, I know you heard that, TBA, you heard that. Dang on shots, idiots. Shout out to my Gizmo, very excited that day. Picking out those two. This is facts. She had a great time. My nerves bad. I almost grabbed my TBA said, you grabbed that ooh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do have Zelle. Shout out to me. I finally found the mailbox key, y'all. Oh, let me tell y'all about how y'all should have seen y'all to love this. So the Gizmo, the wind blowing so hard outside, I take Gizmo to the mailbox, but I done put the wrong key on the mailbox thing. I done put the other house key. Y'all, while I get to the mailbox, I gotta park because I gotta park her in the stroller to kind of walk up just a little bit, but it's out about 5 feet. But I there's not enough space for the stroller. Y'all, something told me to look back. The wind done blew her over. I'm talking about, y'all, she going directly to the ground. Head, I'm talking about she gone. She gone. Face, y'all ain't never seen it. Y'all, I moved like Neo from the make. Y'all remember when Neo was, it just slowed down? Y'all ain't never seen a black man move that fast in y'all life. Man, I scooped her up so fast. Y'all, I'm telling you, she missed the cement by this much. The security guard was standing out there. Well, he was in his truck. And he seen, but he was in the truck, so there was nothing that he could do. You know what I mean? He couldn't have got out of the truck fast enough. You know what I'm saying? He said, bro, he said, I was loose. He said, I just knew you was. He said, I just knew she was going to eat it. He just knew it. The grace of the Creator. Yeah, she ain't got a scratch on her. She ain't got a scratch on her, my baby. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Also, if you can send a way for me to send things, give me an outlet. Okay, if you have Zelle, awesome. Oh, let me see. Okay, we have Zelle. Send me your Zelle info, please. Okay, email. It was awesome. You have my email. Yes, I do. I will put. Let me see. Do I even know how to send? How do you send a Zelle? You do Zelle off a phone number, right? Ain't that how you do it? Is Zelle? You want me to look? Y'all, let me look, because I don't even know how to. God, I hate this technology. I thank you so much. Hold on one second. Let me look. Yeah, let me see. I have Chase Zelle. Okay. I have Bank of America. Is that still Zelle? I want to make sure your email is connected to your Zelle. Is it? Okay. So I just look and see what Zelle said. Okay, let me look. God, I don't know. Oh, I did. Hey, Messy Subjects, I already emailed you. Yes, Bank of America. Can y'all see me? Y'all can hear me, right? Why is it black? Can y'all hear me? All right, there you go. Yes, Bank of America has Zelle. Okay, Messy Subjects, I did text you. I did hit you up on I did. Look at your, I'm about to text. Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna shoot you a text right now. Hold on one sec. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, Bessie, I had a new phone number initially. So I just shot you a text right now. Let me know if you got it. I just shot you a text on your phone. TBA. Yes, I did receive an email back from y'all. Yes. So shout out to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much, Messi. And anybody else, you know what I'm saying, that's done anything. You know what I'm saying? Even if all y'all could do was sing. Yes, Tinker. Okay. All right, y'all. The Gizmo wants my attention. Y'all, I want to thank. First of all, let me make something very clear. Even if all you could have done, y'all was send a kind word. You know what I mean? I know it's tight, y'all. Like ain't nobody got to tell me it's tight. I get it. You know what I mean? So even if all you could do is send well wishes and prayers, that's y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If prayer works, we're gonna find out. What they say, y'all, from our mouth to God's ears. Yes, Tinkum. What are you talking about? What? What's wrong? Shout out to, you're going to shut us off. What's your CA and email? Say it slowly, please, Michael. Okay, CA. What is a CA? Oh, Cash App. Okay. Mike, can you put it in the chat for me, please, so that way I don't say it wrong? Okay. That it's right there, TBA. She just put it in there. That's my email address. Wait a minute. Y'all should know something. My email is bouncing back because I didn't pay the data. I just found that out. My email is bouncing back because I didn't pay the data. So I'm having a difficult time getting emails right now. So y'all should know that. That's the Cash App. Thank you so much, Mom. I'm having I forgot about that, y'all. I forgot about that. I'm having a difficult time once again getting emails because I didn't pay the Apple bill. They said I'm out of date. They said that I need to pay $2.99 or something like that, y'all, to get more gigabytes or something, y'all. Something they trying to get. Y'all, this is why I'm going back to Android. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. I hate iPhone. This is my first iPhone. I'll never forget it, y'all. I said I wanted me an iPhone. I went and bought an iPhone 15 Pro Max, brand new out the box. I think I dropped like 1,800 on it back when they first. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get me an iPhone, see what it do. It was one of the worst decisions I'd have made a lot of bad decisions, y'all. I should have stuck with Android. I never had to go through this stuff with Android. I never had to go through it. Like, this is the first expensive phone I ever had. I should have kept me them $100 Androids. Them $100 Androids, I had like 3 or 4 of them, and they was perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? I never had to pay. I just got free ringtones. Everything was free, y'all. You didn't, iPhone do too much. Like, never again, y'all. This is my first and last iPhone. Shout out to TBA. Google has limited how many emails you can get now, forcing you to get more storage. I had to. Yeah, but see, TBA, is that Google or is that strictly Apple? Because I never had this problem when I was dealing with Android. You know what I'm saying? It was never that issue. So, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was strictly, I mean, y'all ladies would know better than me. However, man, listen, but I want y'all to know something too. Let me say something. I appreciate y'all in ways that y'all don't know. And I don't take anything for granted. And I want y'all to know that. Can I say that? Y'all kept me from doing something real stupid and very, very dangerous. Well, I wouldn't say, well, yeah, it probably was stupid. Y'all helping me kept me from doing something really, really reckless because I was running out of options. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I was running. I had, I had, I had, I had run out of options, and yeah. So these blessings that y'all sent, they gave me some breathing room, and because I was like, I got to do something. This just ain't. I got to do something. And when I get my back against the wall, y'all don't want to see me in a corner, man. Y'all don't want to see me in a corner. I'm coming out that month. I thank y'all. I just thank y'all. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Awesome. I emailed you just a couple of days ago. I was wondering why there was no response from you, sir. But you just, yep, because here's the thing. Yeah, y'all, it's all bouncing back. It's all bouncing back. You know what I'm saying? It's all bouncing back. My bad. Shout out to don't do nothing stupid. I've been known to do something stupid. I'm not a smart man. I've been known to do something stupid. I've been known to do something real stupid. My back been against the wall, y'all. It's like I'm trapped. And man, man, oh man. Let, let me tell y'all what. I can tell y'all this. I'm on the I'm on the train, y'all. And yeah, I can say it. I gotta make sure I'm thinking. I'm on the train, and this is very day, y'all. I picked Gizmo up, and she then got her head split at this daycare. I'm broke. I'm mad. My daughter's injured. Y'all, I'm just like, man, come on, man. Now I can't even get out here and find a job. Y'all, this guy gets on the bus, train. This is, if I'm lying, I'm flying. This guy gets on the train, y'all. He got stacks of money. He got stacks of money in a little zipper thing. His pockets got the mumps like this. Both of them. He got stacks of money, y'all. I'm like, this nigga can't be this stupid. He's on the phone talking to somebody. Come to find out he got some lawsuit money. Police did something to him. Y'all, I'm listening like I got I got Gizmo with me, y'all. I'm trying to figure out how to get this money. Y'all, in my head, I'm envisioning scenarios. How can I do this with a baby? This I'm like, I got Gizmo. So I'm trying to think. I'm sizing him up. I'm going through all the mental gymnastics and the checklist. I'm checking off. How can I get this money from this? Y'all would not believe how much money this guy had on him. I'm like, this nigga can't be this stupid. I'm like, this dude, y'all, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, don't this nigga know it's wolves that's out here that really are starving? Y'all, I'm thinking. I'm like, I got Gizmo. I can park Gizmo around the corner, break his neck, get the money. Like, I'm literally in my head, y'all, trying to figure out how to get this money from this guy. Y'all. And this is why he on the phone. I'm on the subway. I'm looking at cameras. I'm trying to adjust my face for the, but I got the baby. So they're like, wait a minute, it's a nigga with a baby. I'm on the, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out how to get this money from him. Y'all, right when I'm trying to formulate a plan, the doors open. He get off. Guess what? I get off with him. Y'all, because I'm still trying to get, I still ain't really figured nothing out. I'm like, you got the baby, he got the money. How can you get the money with the baby? But now you still got to get away. Now, if you do get the money, you got to get back on the subway. If the subway ain't coming, let's just say for a minute, hypothetically speaking, the train ain't coming. You're going to have to sit there and wait on the next train. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, you gotta make sure he can't scream. Like, y'all, before I get a chance to wait, because I'm trying to formulate all of this, he jump in the car. He jump in the car right outside the train station. I say, man, you gotta figure something out. You literally was thinking about trying to rob this nigga with your daughter. I hate to tell y'all that. But that's how tight things had gotten. Not long after that, y'all, I got a cash app, $50. Not long after that, I got a cash app for $50. Wasn't a lot, y'all, but I was able to get her something to eat, get her some milk. Y'all, I'm so mad. Because she deserved better. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for being in here with Awesome and the Gizmo. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Sounds like I don't do nothing stupid. You got this. I hope so, TBA. Fancy, right? Shout out to Messy Subjects. Awesome. What you're going through, me and lots of other women have mentally, physically, and emotionally know and been through the struggle. We know it all too well. Shout out to Messy Subjects. You've been doing right so far. Shout out to Mob. But where's it going to get me, though? You know? It's going to count for something. Shout out to Fancy. Just keep going. Yes, ma'am. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Promise you, sir, you will come through this, look back over your life and wonder, how did you make it? That's when you realize that the Most High is very special.
I definitely need that. Shout out to Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara in the house, Gizmo. She does. Shout out to Prayer Changes Things. Give it to the Most High. I've been praying. He been asking. I'm not sitting there saying y'all because we got a roof over our head. We ain't, we ain't homeless. Damn, it's really close, y'all. Y'all, shout out to Chat, man, for helping me with that roach situation too. Getting the stuff. Really so grateful. Everything takes patience and long suffering. Shout out to Fancy. Shout out to Ediva. I done made Ediva sad. I apologize. Hate to tell y'all stuff like that, but I needed to let y'all know kind of how real it's been. You know I love you and baby girl. Thank you, Fancy. It's very kind of you. It's so nice of you. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Boss, I'm so glad that robbery regarding the man on the bus didn't work out because the enemy devil could have set you up. That's your plan failed and Gizzy would have been in the system. Yeah. Y'all seen all news. Y'all been seeing the news. Man tries to rob man with baby on the next. Hey, y'all, man tried to rob man with baby. Shout out to Key Kelly. Thank you for the auntie fee. Thank you so much. I just saw. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. There's no such thing, y'all. It's small. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Kelly. In the system. Key auntie fee. Shout out to TBA. I'm a brand. Okay. Yes, Tinkum. I'm a brand developer, web developer, program developer, brainstormer. Let me know if I can help. Yes, we definitely got to get something going. That's for sure. I can assist with online store and product development. Well, we gotta. Listen, the only thing I know how to sell is dope, so we gotta figure out something to sell. Y'all, you gotta laugh to keep. Woo. Man. Hello. What are you gonna do, right? Shout out to that means you know how to run a business. You damn skippy, I do. You damn skippy, I do. We just gotta find something legal to sell. Gotta find something legal to sell. Dope for us. Yes, this is it. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen, you still had a grown folks conversation. Stay in your place, pumpkin. Hey, High Yellow. Get it together. Shout out to Messi. You are funny. Talk about the thing you know how to sell is dope. I'm telling you, Messi Subject, listen. Shit, that's it. Shit, I know how to get out there and sell a pack. That's for sure. Anybody want to hold the gizmo while I make one more shot at the title? I'll be back in about 6 months. Shout out to TBA. I'll have you over there making gizmo shirts. Gizmo shirts. Nobody want to see Gizmo on the shirt. She already funny looking. She's not even talented. I'm the one with the talent in this operation. Chat, I'm the star. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if Awesome is a star. Somebody put a 1 in the chat if Awesome is a star. Can I get a whoa, Awesome? Shout out to TBA. She's a branded baby. What does she do? What does she do besides look cute in the outfits that I put her on? Gizmo don't do nothing. Y'all come to hear Awesome. Shout out to Fancy. Who can't dance, Fancy? You done seen me do the snake. Got me messed up. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Gizzy, believe it or not, she holding it down by keeping you in check. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, I ain't lying, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to know something. It definitely ain't fear of death or prison. That's for sure. It's never been that. The only thing that's stopping me from unleashing on this right here. It ain't because I think crime is wrong. I'll be sitting here lying to y'all. I don't. This country was built on it. Y'all done heard me say it, so I don't have to say it again. Only thing that's standing between me and that stuff is this little girl. Lee. She keeping you in check. Yeah. Yeah, that seemed to be the case. TBA. Fancy, look, I'm weak. Fancy just jealous because Fancy, my lips like this, that's when you know when I'm. TBA. Y'all want to know what's funny? This how I know I can dance. Because I can fight. And you have to have great feet to fight. Right, man, see, I didn't see the comment. That's what I'm trying to say. You talking about Gizmo the Star? Gizmo, what you talking about? I'm in this thing. What you talking about? Listen, y'all, I didn't see no ones in the chat if Awesome's a star. Awesome is the star. Listen, Messy Subjects. Gizmo is your quick change because every time you think you do wrong with the love you have for your baby makes you think as a new, different individual. Gizmo is your quick change because every time you think to do wrong with the love you have for your baby makes you think as a new, different individual. But I don't even think it's wrong. That's my problem, Messy Subjects. I don't think crime is wrong because this country built upon it. And so people going to tell me it's wrong when they're the ones who did it first. I want my peace. I was prepared for my peace. Shout out to TBA. 100. No. Y'all, I appreciate you so much. Key Kelly, thank you so much. She needs you. No more life of crime. I got to retire, Fancy. Like, seriously. No insurance jobs or what about hijacking? Hijacking truck. Extortion? Nothing? None? Like no crimes? Shout out to Messy Subjects. You are not the same old person as you used to be. Awesome. Yeah, now you know the consequence of crime. But I never cared about them, Messy Subjects. I never cared. Shout out to Fancy. That's why she's here. The Most High has a different plan for your life. But y'all, what do I do with all the fact that I was planning to be a criminal for the last 25 years? What do I do with all of these books? What do I do with all of the plans? Y'all, I had plans. I had plans, y'all. I took her hair down, y'all, so we could breathe. You said yourself, you never going back. Never, 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 never so long. If I had a wife, y'all, I could get about a 6-month run. Anybody want to be my wife? I can get a 6-month run. That's all I need is 6 months. Damn. Shout out to Fancy. Our plans are not the Creator's plans. Let me ask y'all a question. based on what y'all know, do y'all think I made a bad decision coming to Atlanta? Y'all think I should have just stayed in West Virginia and tried to keep trying to help her mother and at least stay close to hope that she figured it out? I could keep doing what I'm doing. Because it seemed like we came to nothing. Thank you, man. Said itself, you're never going back. That'll jeopardize everything you have going on for her. This is therapeutic. Don't you just love it, Michael? I'll die first. I'll stick a needle through my eye before I think something is therapeutic. That's gay for me. That's gay. I don't have nothing going on, though, Fancy. I don't have nothing going on for Gizmo. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Now you know our plans can change according to the Most High's purpose for your life and everyone else's. Shout out to Fancy. You're on the right track. Stop looking back. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but didn't. No lies there. Shout out to Maya. No, you see her birth parent hasn't done a damn thing so far. Why do you think she will do something now? Just kind of wondering, y'all, how I could have turned out differently, you know? I could have turned out differently. I've never been this broke before in my life this long.
No.
Like since I've been a man, what?
Yeah.
Hey, Tinkum.
Sa-
Do you love me anyway? Can I have a kiss for everything I've done? Pumpkin, can I have a kiss? Can I have some sugar? Can I have more than your head? That's all you have for me?
I don't know.
Gizmo, Daddy has sacrificed. Can he have some tissues? Can Daddy have some tissues? What are you? I'm on my own. All right. Shout out to Fancy. And you always say the first time someone shows you who they are, believe them. She probably won't ever be there for a baby girl because it starts now. Ever, huh? Wow.
Right.
Shout out to Fancy. Not later. Start now. Not later. Shout out to Barbara McCass. I wanted to know this. Awesome. Did you ever get any hits when you were on Kendra G's show? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was seeing a woman from there. Mm-hmm. Yes. She talked too much. She tested me, Barbara. Couldn't have that. Shout out to Messy Subjects. There's usually no easy way out. When things can't easily be figured out, it truly means the Most High has you just where He wants you. Trust this comment. Keep praying and seeking God for your entire. Shout out to Messy Subjects. Messy Subject, was that you? Shout out to my Fancy Love Facts. Would you relocate for opportunities? Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. They were all unqualified. Yes, it did. Yes. Yeah, we don't have nothing going here. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been able to make no headway. Here. What? You dropped Rufus, Pumpkin? Yeah. What? Do you want Rufus? All right, y'all. As much as I appreciate y'all so much, the Gizmo. Okay, now it's time. All right, Gizzy. That's enough. All right. Okay. All right. Y'all see this crash out time. I want to thank y'all so much for being awesome in the Gizmo. Thank y'all for being in here. You could have been anywhere, but we You were here with us, Michael Jackson, Tito Jackson. Awesome. Gizmo. Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm nothing without my people. The Gizmo. Okay.